Well, hi there, everybody. Good morning to you. Meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Thursday morning. I got to get my day straight after a day off of work. Most of us are under a dense fog advisory until noon today. Now, western areas and northwestern areas are not, as we actually have clear skies in here. And even these areas right in here, the fog has actually shifted to the east. And so North Platte and McCook's not as bad as it was. Some of the thickest fog as of the time of this recording is right in here and then also in southeast Nebraska. So as we check things out, there's a little bit of light rain in southeast Nebraska. Low clouds over the eastern half of the area with some sunshine out west. And that sunshine could get as close as the Tri-Cities today, kind of around that Highway 183 area. A lot of sunshine and milder temperatures here in the 40s, maybe even near 50 degrees, whereas the clouds are going to keep things a little bit cooler to the east. But it's right in here. This is kind of the wild card area today that might sneak in a little bit of sunshine later this afternoon. These clouds will then retreat back to the west tonight. Fog will probably redevelop, maybe some patchy drizzle out there. So it's going to be kind of another gloomy start to our day on Friday. Now tomorrow the clouds are going to be a little more stubborn for most of us and it's going to hold tough. Maybe some patchy drizzle or freezing drizzle. Fog in the morning. Out west, again, maybe some sunshine, although probably at least some clouds mixed in, maybe some upper level clouds mixed in with that. And so it may not be quite as warm, but still warmer here compared to here. And then tomorrow night, we start to see the cloud clear line shift eastward. We'll see this a lot more as we get into Saturday during the day. But starting off Saturday, some of us could start off foggy and maybe again a little freezing drizzle again in spots. Whereas out west, it could start off clear and colder in those locations. Well, let's take a look at temperatures for today. Again, the sunshine's going to make a big difference. Under the clouds, highs in the low and mid 30s. Where there's sunshine, 40s, even near 50 degrees in a few spots. Tonight's temperatures dropping into the 20s, maybe upper teens up north around Ainsworth. Highs tomorrow, probably a little colder or cooler under the clouds. A lot more lower 30, some mid 30s out there. Those clouds are going to be a little more stubborn. But again, out west, highs into the low and mid 40s thanks to more sunshine. At least partly cloudy, if not mostly sunny skies. Tomorrow night, 20s for most of us for overnight lows. Saturday, the warmth begins to spread east. Still in the 30s where the clouds will linger longest and there's more snow on the ground. 40s, even near 50 out west. Less snow on the ground, more sunshine for a longer period of time. Let's take a look at the long-range forecast. Again, we've got about two and a half days of this gloom, and then it's going to start to get better Saturday, especially by the afternoon. Sunday, a lot of sunshine, maybe a couple of afternoon clouds as we push into the 40s, well into the 40s. And then it's 50s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Lots of sunshine. May start to come down beyond that. Late next week, we may see a bit of a cool down as we could potentially see a system move in that brings a weather pattern change back to maybe some wetter weather, possibly returning towards the very beginning of February. Let's look at the Climate Prediction Center's outlook. This is for next week. This is February 1st, so this is Thursday, February 1st through Wednesday, February 7th. The first week of February, still looking to be above average for most of the central and eastern U.S., but out west, some cooler air. This is a sign that we will be in southwesterly flow. So basically when that happens, this is kind of a rough idea of what the jet stream will be doing. Right there. And precipitation-wise also kind of reflects that. Again, I could draw this in here. That kind of gives you a good idea of the way the jet stream looks. And this is kind of what we're in right now, actually. So this is kind of what it looked like earlier this week, actually. So we may eventually start to cool things down maybe towards the 6th and 7th of February. But look at all the moisture in the southwest. They had some major flooding in San Diego a few days ago, and that could be back in those areas there. We might get some moisture, but like I said, it's probably going to be more towards next weekend, the first weekend in February, and then maybe beyond that here. Let's take a look at the long-range models. This is the European model. Not much for us, a little light rain today in the southeast, and then tomorrow we get a system that passes just to our south. Here comes the clearing Saturday morning right there. It's starting to move in. Saturday afternoon, a lot more sunshine. More sun on Sunday with a few extra clouds. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday look excellent. We may see some changes after that. The European model has a system to our southwest and cools us back a little bit here. But long-range models are much different on how the end of next week will go here. So the European model has that system down here off to our southwest. But look what the GFS does. It's completely different. So there's today. A system to our south tomorrow. And then Saturday, here comes the clearing. Sunshine tomorrow with a few extra, or Sunday, excuse me, with a few extra clouds late in the day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday look great. And then late next week, this actually has some moisture for our area, which could be interesting. But again, this is far different than the European model, so I don't want to get too excited about any moisture chances or anything like that, just because long-range models are just not consistent enough for that right now. Let's take a look first, or also before we wrap things up, at the long-range temperature trends. We'll start with that European graphic again that showed that moisture staying to our southwest. So again, still kind of cool the next couple of days. Saturday gets a little better, but then Sunday is where we really start to see that warmth build in, and then it gets even warmer yet. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday look fantastic. Late next week does cool back a little bit here as we kind of get a backdoor cool front right there. Look how it comes from the Great Lakes. But no Arctic air. Any Arctic air remains well to our north. Kind of keeping an eye on that right there as we get into the following week, although I don't think we're going to get that. I've been looking at some long range models that hint at more Arctic air maybe towards the end of February. It's a long ways away yet, but something worth watching down the road. So again, now the GFS model, again, not bad, just cool the next couple of days. It's going to get better on Saturday, better yet Sunday there. And then the best weather comes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then here comes that backdoor cool air. And this actually shows that system now late next week. So that could be interesting if that were to set up. So long way out yet. We got a ways to go even get to late next week. Let's look forward to the nice weather that's coming first. That's going to be coming early next week. So, all right. Well, thank you all for watching. I'll be back with you on Friday here. Until then, I hope you have a good Thursday, and I will see you all later. Bye.